Here's something that would have sounded like science fiction. Just 20 years ago, your kitchen cabinet might contain more powerful stem cell therapy than most medical clinics. I'm not talking about expensive treatments or exotic procedures. I'm talking about beverages that have been hiding in plain sight, containing molecular keys that can unlock your body's most sophisticated repair systems. What if I told you that the same cup of tea you drink every morning contains compounds so advanced they can literally reprogram your cellular repair mechanisms? Or that a simple glass of juice could mobilize stem cells from your bone marrow and send them exactly where your body needs healing most? Your body is already equipped with an incredible regenerative system of stem cells that are essentially your personal repair crew, waiting for the right signals to spring into action. These aren't just any cells. They're pluripotent powerhouses that can transform into virtually any type of tissue your body needs. Heart, muscle, brain, neurons, liver cells, skin tissue, or stem cells are like cellular shapeshifters, ready to become whatever your body requires for optimal health. But here's what most people don't understand. These stem cells aren't just sitting there passively. They're constantly listening, constantly monitoring their environment through sophisticated molecular sensors, waiting for the right bioactive compounds to tell them when and how to repair. The communication lines get fuzzy, the repair signals get weaker, and the stem cells themselves begin to show signs of wear and tear. Their DNA accumulates damage. Their mitochondria, those cellular powerhouses, become less efficient, and their ability to differentiate into healthy new tissue. This is where the magic of bioactive compounds comes in. Certain molecules found in specific beverages can act like a complete restoration program for your stem cells. They can repair damaged DNA, rejuvenate tired mitochondria, clear out cellular debris, and even improve the communication networks between stem cells and the tissues they're meant to repair. The first of these remarkable beverages is green tea, but I need to be very specific here, because not all green tea is created equal. We're talking about high-quality Japanese green tea. Sencha, or gyakura thought, are rich in a compound called EG. This molecule is so sophisticated in its action that it makes many pharmaceutical drugs look primitive by comparison. EGCG works through multiple pathways simultaneously, like a master conductor directing an entire cellular orchestra. First, it activates the WNT signaling pathway in your stem cells. Imagine this pathway as the master volume control for stem cell activity. When EGCG binds to specific receptors on your stem cells, it's like turning up the volume on their repair capabilities. Suddenly, these cells start dividing more rapidly, maintaining their stemness longer, and becoming more efficient at differentiating into exactly the type of cells your body needs. But EGCG's effects go much deeper. It also activates a family of proteins called these sirtuins act like cellular quality control managers, constantly scanning your stem cells for damaged components and initiating repair processes. They literally help your stem cells maintain their youthful characteristics by keeping their internal machinery in perfect working order. Research from the Harvard Stem Cell Institute has shown something remarkable. When stem cells are exposed to EG, they not only live longer, but actually improve in function over time. It's like having a cellular fountain of youth that gets stronger with use rather than weaker. Here's where the practical application becomes crucial. The timing and preparation of your green tea can dramatically affect how much EGCG your stem cells actually receive. First, water temperature matters enormously. Boiling water destroys many of the delicate catechins, so you want water that's around 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Steep for exactly 3 to 5 minutes any longer, and you start extracting bitter tannins that can interfere with absorption. The absorption factor is critical because EGCG is notoriously difficult for your body to absorb and utilize. This is where a simple kitchen hack can increase your stem cell benefits by up to 500%. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to your green tea. The vitamin C in the lemon creates a protective shield around the EGCG molecules, preventing them from being broken down in your digestive system and dramatically increasing their bioavailability. But timing is just as important as preparation. Drink your green tea between meals, not with food. Certain compounds in food, particularly iron and calcium, can bind to EGCG and prevent it from reaching your stem cells. The optimal window is about 1 to 2 hours before or after eating, when your digestive system can focus entirely on absorbing these precious molecules. For maximum stem cell benefit, you want to aim for about 400 to 500 milligrams of EGCG. That translates to roughly 3 to 4 cups of high-quality green tea, or just 1 cup of ceremonial-grade matcha. which contains concentrated levels of these bioactive compounds. The matcha option is particularly powerful because you're consuming the entire leaf, not just an extraction. The second stem cell repairing beverage might surprise you, but the science is absolutely compelling. Bone broth. Now, I know some people think of bone broth as just a trendy food fad, but this ancient preparation method extracts some of the most potent stem cell supporting compounds that nature has to offer. When you slowly simmer bones from pasture-raised animals for 12 to 24 hours, you're essentially performing a sophisticated extraction process that pulls out collagen peptides, glycosaminoglycans, growth factors, and amino acids that are essential for stem cell function and tissue repair. The star compound in bone broth is hyaluronic acid, which creates what scientists call the stem cell niche microenvironment. Think of hyaluronic acid as the perfect cushioning gel that surrounds your stem cells, providing them with optimal hydration and nutrient delivery, while also facilitating the complex signaling processes that determine when and how these cells should activate. But bone broth doesn't stop there. It also contains proline and glycine amino acids that are essential building blocks for collagen synthesis. When your stem cells receive these molecular signals, they interpret them as instructions to begin tissue regeneration. Studies from Johns Hopkins have shown that people who regularly consume bone broth measurably higher levels of circulating stem cells and improved markers of tissue repair. The glycine in bone broth has an additional benefit that's particularly relevant to stem cell health. It supports the production of your body's master antioxidant. Glutathione acts like a protective shield around your stem cells, preventing the oxidative damage that can impair their function and longevity. It's like giving your cellular repair crew the best protective equipment available. Here's the key to maximizing bone broths. Stem cell benefits. The quality of your source materials is absolutely critical. You need bones from animals that were grass-fed and pastured because the nutrient profile of the bones directly reflects what the animal consumed. Conventionally raised animals often have bones with lower mineral content and potentially harmful residues that can actually interfere with stem cell function. The preparation method matters enormously too. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar to your simmering bones. The acetic acid helps extract minerals and bioactive compounds from the bone matrix. Roast the bones first for about 30 minutes to enhance flavor and improve extraction. And here's a pro tip. Add some cartilage-rich bones, like knuckle bones or chicken feet, which are particularly high in the glycogen. For optimal stem cell support, drink 8 to 12 ounces of warm bone broth first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This timing allows these powerful molecules to reach your stem cells without competing with other nutrients for absorption. The warm temperature also helps with absorption and sends satiety signals that can help regulate your metabolism throughout the day. The third beverage in our stem cell repair arsenal is pomegranate juice. And the mechanism by which this ruby red elixir enhances stem cell function is absolutely fascinating from a biochemical perspective. Pomegranates contain unique bioactive compounds called which undergo a remarkable transformation in your gut that creates one of the most potent stem cell enhancing molecules known to science. Here's what happens. When you consume pomegranate juice, the elagitannins travel to your large intestine where specific, beneficial bacteria, particularly species of Bifidobacterium lactobacillus. This transformation is like having a molecular pharmacy in your gut, custom producing powerful therapeutic compounds specifically for your stem cells. Urolithin A is what scientists call a mitophagy inducer. Mitophagy is essentially spring cleaning for the powerhouses of your cells, your mitochondria. As your stem cells age, their mitochondria accumulate damage and become less efficient at producing the cellular energy needed for repair and regeneration. Urolithin A acts like a quality control manager, identifying these damaged mitochondria and signaling for their removal and replacement with fresh, efficient ones. Research from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology has shown something remarkable. Urolithin A can actually reverse age-related decline in stem cell function. In their studies, older individuals who consumed pomegranate-derived urolithin A showed stem cell activity levels comparable to people decades younger. It's literally like installing new batteries in your cellular repair equipment. But urolithin A's benefits extend beyond just mitochondrial cleanup. It also activates something called the PGC1 alpha pathway, which is like the master switch for mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of brand new mitochondria. So not only is urolithin A removing the old, damaged cellular powerhouses, it's also stimulating the production of fresh ones. Your stem cells end up with a completely renewed energy infrastructure. Here's where the practical application becomes crucial. Not everyone's gut bacteria can effectively convert A. This conversion depends on having the right species and numbers of beneficial bacteria in your microbiome. If you've recently taken antibiotics, follow a processed food diet, or have digestive issues, your conversion efficiency might be significantly reduced. The solution is to optimize your gut microbiome while consuming pomegranate juice. Combine your daily pomegranate juice with fermented foods like kefir, yogurt, or sauerkraut. The beneficial bacteria in these foods can help improve the conversion of allagitannins to urolithin A. Additionally, prebiotic fibers from foods like Jerusalem artichokes, garlic, and onions can feed the bacteria responsible for this conversion. For maximum stem cell benefit, you want to consume 8 ounces of 100% pure pomegranate juice daily, not the cocktail versions that are diluted with other juices and loaded with added sugars. The concentration of allagitannins in pure pomegranate juice is what drives the beneficial bacterial conversion. The best time to consume it is mid-morning when your digestive system is fully active and can optimize the bacterial transformation process. The fourth beverage that can dramatically enhance your stem cell function is coffee. But I need to be very specific about what type of coffee and how it should be consumed. We're talking about freshly ground high-quality coffee beans that are rich in chlorogenic acid, quinates, and other polyphenolic compounds that have profound effects on cellular repair mechanisms. The primary bioactive compound in coffee that affects stem cells is chlorogenic acid, which works through a fascinating mechanism called NRF2 pathway activation. Think of the NRF2 pathway as your cell's internal stress response and repair system, like having a built-in emergency response team that can quickly mobilize resources to protect and repair cellular damage. When chlorogenic acid from coffee activates the NRF2 pathway in your stem cells, it triggers the production of powerful antioxidant enzymes, including glutathione. These enzymes create a protective shield around your stem cells, preventing the kind of oxidative damage that can impair their function and longevity. It's like giving your cellular repair crew the best protective equipment and tools available. But coffee's benefits for stem cells go beyond just protection. It also contains a compound called trigonelline, which has been shown to improve the communication networks between stem cells and the tissues they're meant to repair. This enhanced cellular communication means that when your body needs repair, the stem cells receive clearer, stronger signals about where to go and what type of cells to become. Research from Harvard Medical School has demonstrated that regular coffee consumption is associated with increased levels of circulating stem cells and improved markers of tissue repair. The key is in the polyphenolic content of the coffee, which varies dramatically based on the bean quality, roasting method, and preparation technique. Here's where most people go wrong with coffee for stem cell health. They drink it at the wrong time and prepare it in ways that diminish its bioactive content. First, timing matters enormously. Your cortisol levels are naturally highest first thing in the morning, and adding caffeine on top of high cortisol can create excessive stress that actually impairs stem cell function. The optimal window for coffee consumption is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when your cortisol has naturally declined and the bioactive compounds can work synergistically with your body's rhythm. Preparation is equally critical. For maximum stem cell benefit, drink your coffee blacker with a small amount of MCT oil, which can enhance the absorption of fat-soluble compounds. Avoid adding sugar or artificial sweeteners, which can create inflammation that counteracts the beneficial effects. The brewing method also matters. Pour-over, or French press methods, extract more chlorogenic acids than standard drip coffee makers. The roasting level is crucial too. Light to medium roasts preserve more of the beneficial chlorogenic acids, while dark roasts, though delicious, have significantly lower levels of these stem cell supporting compounds. Look for optimal stem cell benefits. Limit yourself to 2 cups daily, consumed within that 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. window. The fifth and perhaps most surprising beverage for stem cell repair is a properly prepared dark chocolate drink, made from raw cacao or high-quality dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao content. The bioactive compounds in cacao, particularly flavonols like epicatechin and persine, have remarkable effects on stem cell mobilization and function that rival many pharmaceutical interventions. Epicatechin works through a sophisticated mechanism involving VE, endothelial growth factor, which acts like a recruitment signal for stem cells. When you consume high-quality cacao, The epicatechin increases VEGF production, which essentially sounds an alarm throughout your circulatory system, calling stem cells from their resting places in your bone marrow and mobilizing them to areas of your body that need repair. But the benefits of cacao go much deeper than just stem cell mobilization. The flavonols also improve what scientists call endothelial function, the health and flexibility of your blood vessels. Better blood vessel function creates superior highways for your stem cells to travel throughout your body, ensuring they can reach tissues that need repair quickly and efficiently. Research from Harvard has shown something remarkable. People who regularly consume high flavonol cacao have measurably better stem cell function, improved tissue repair capacity, and enhanced cognitive performance compared to those who don't. The flavonols appear to have a particular affinity for neural stem cells, potentially supporting brain repair and neuroplasticity throughout life. The procyanidins in cacao add another layer of stem cell support by improving mitochondrial function and reducing cellular inflammation. These compounds act like cellular tune-up mechanics, optimizing the energy production systems that power stem cell activity and ensuring that these repair cells have the energy they need to function at peak efficiency. Here's how to prepare the perfect stem cell supporting chocolate drink. Use raw cacao powder, not processed cocoa powder, which has been stripped of many beneficial compounds. Mix 2 tablespoons of raw cacao with warm, not hot water or unsweetened plant-based milk. The temperature is crucial because excessive heat destroys the delicate flavonol compounds that provide the stem cell benefits. Add a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon, which contains additional compounds that can enhance insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation, creating an even more favorable environment for stem cell function. If you need sweetening, use a small amount of raw honey or pure maple syrup, both of which contain trace minerals and compounds that can support the absorption of cacao's bioactive molecules. The timing of your cacao drink matters for stem cell optimization. The best time is early evening, about 2 to 3 hours before bed. This timing allows the flavonols to begin their work on improving circulation and mobilizing stem cells during the early part of your sleep cycle, when much of your cellular repair actually occurs. Now, let me address some common misconceptions about these stem cell supporting beverages. Many people worry about the caffeine content in tea, coffee, and cacao, thinking it might be harmful or counterproductive. Here's the scientific reality. The amounts of caffeine in these beverages, when consumed as I've described, actually work synergistically with the other bioactive compounds to enhance stem cell function. Caffeine acts as what researchers call a molecular chaperone, helping escort beneficial compounds across cellular membranes and into your stem cells more effectively. It's not about the caffeine providing direct benefits. It's about how caffeine enhances the delivery and effectiveness of the other therapeutic molecules. Think of caffeine as the delivery truck that ensures all the repair materials get to the right construction sites. Another common misconception is that you need expensive supplements or exotic superfoods to support stem cell health. The truth is, these 5 beverages contain some of the most potent stem cell supporting compounds available anywhere on Earth, and they're accessible to virtually everyone. Your body's repair systems evolved over millions of years to respond to these natural bioactive compounds. They like the original, time-tested stem cell therapy. Some people also believe that stem cell therapy is only for people with serious health conditions or advanced age. This couldn't be further from the truth. Your stem cells are working every single day to repair the minor damage that accumulates from normal living, cellular damage from UV exposure, wear and tear from physical activity. Supporting these natural repair processes through bioactive compounds is like maintaining your car regularly, rather than waiting for it to break down. Here's your comprehensive daily action plan for optimal stem cell support through these 5 remarkable beverages. This is just a random collection of drinks. It's a carefully orchestrated sequence designed to maximize the synergistic effects of different bioactive compounds throughout your day. Start your morning with 8 to 12 ounces of warm, high-quality bone broth. This provides the amino acid building blocks and growth factors that your stem cells need for tissue synthesis. The collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid create the optimal microenvironment for stem cell function, while the glycine supports glutathione production for cellular protection. Mid-morning, around 10 a.m., have your first cup of green tea, prepared with precise attention to temperature and timing. The EGCG will activate the WNT signaling pathways and sirtuins in your stem cells, essentially turning up the volume on their repair capabilities. Add that squeeze of lemon for enhanced absorption. Between 11 a.m. and noon, Enjoy your coffee black or with a small amount of MCT oil. The chlorogenic acids will activate the NRF2 pathway, providing antioxidant protection for your stem cells, while the trigonelin improves cellular communication networks. In the mid-afternoon, around 2 to 3 p.m., drink your 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice. This timing allows the elagitannins to reach your gut bacteria, when digestive activity is optimal for the conversion to A. The mitochondrial cleanup and renewal process initiated by urolithium A will support your stem cells' energy infrastructure. Early evening, about 6 to 7 p.m. Prepare your cacao drink. The epicatechin and other flavonols will improve circulation and begin mobilizing stem cells. Just as your body prepares for the overnight repair processes that occur during sleep, throughout this daily sequence, you can have additional cups of green tea as desired, but space them at least 2 hours apart from other beverages to avoid interference with absorption. The total daily intake should be 3 to 4 cups of green tea, 1 to 2 cups of coffee, 8 to 12 ounces of bone broth, 8 ounces of pomegranate juice, and 1 cacao drink. Hydration is crucial for this protocol to work effectively. Drink plenty of pure water between these beverages to support circulation and help transport the bioactive compounds to your stem cells. Think of water as the highway system that allows all these beneficial molecules to reach their cellular destinations. The key to success with this stem cell support protocol is consistency over perfection. You don't need to follow this exact schedule every single day, but the more regularly you can incorporate these beverages, the more profound the cumulative effects will be. Your stem cells are constantly listening for these molecular signals, and regular exposure creates a sustained conversation with your cellular repair systems. What makes this approach so revolutionary is that you're not just treating symptoms or addressing specific health concerns, you're re-empowering your body as fundamental repair mechanisms. You're giving your stem cells the molecular tools they need to maintain, repair, and regenerate tissues throughout your entire body. It's like having a maintenance crew that works on every system simultaneously. The science behind these beverages represents thousands of years of human experience. Combined with cutting-edge molecular biology research, these aren't newly discovered compounds, they're bioactive molecules that humans have been consuming for millennia. But only now are we understanding exactly how they work at the cellular level to support health and longevity. Consider the long-term implications of supporting your stem cells through these natural compounds. Every day that you provide these molecular signals, you're potentially preventing cellular damage, supporting tissue repair, and maintaining the regenerative capacity that keeps you healthy and vibrant. It's an investment in your future self that compounds over time. The beauty of this approach is that it works with your body's existing systems rather than trying to override them. These bioactive compounds are like speaking your stem cell's native language. They understand these signals because they've been responding to them throughout human evolutionary history. Think about the alternative. Waiting until significant health issues develop and then trying to address them with interventions that work against your body's natural systems rather than with them. By supporting your stem cells proactively, you're essentially maintaining your body's repair infrastructure before problems arise. The research on these compounds is expanding rapidly, with new studies constantly revealing additional mechanisms by which they support cellular health. For example, recent research has shown that the combination of EGCG from green tea and from pomegranate juice may have synergistic effects that are greater than either compound alone. This suggests that the combination approach I've outlined may be even more powerful than we currently understand. Similarly, emerging research on the gut-brain axis suggests that the beneficial bacteria that convert elagitannins to urolithin A may also produce other compounds that support neural stem cells and cognitive function. This means that supporting your gut microbiome through fermented foods while consuming pomegranate juice may have brain health benefits that extend far beyond what we initially understood. The field of bioactive compounds can literally change which genes are turned on or off in your stem cells. This means that what you drink isn't just providing raw materials for cellular repair. It's actually influencing the genetic instructions that determine how effectively your stem cells function. This genetic influence extends to something called epigenetic modifications in gene expression that can be passed down through generations. Some research suggests that the compounds in these beverages may create positive epigenetic changes that could benefit not just your health, but potentially the health of your children and grandchildren. The inflammatory pathway modulation provided by these compounds is particularly important for stem cell health. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the primary factors that impairs stem cell function as we age. By providing regular anti-inflammatory signals through these bioactive compounds, you're creating a cellular environment that allows stem cells to function optimally. Let us talk about the quality considerations that can make or break the effectiveness of this stem cell support protocol. With green tea, look for organic shade-grown varieties from Japan, which tend to have the highest EGCG content. Avoid tea bags if possible. Loose leaf teas generally retain more of their bioactive compounds. Store your tea in a cool, dark place and use it within 6 months of purchase for maximum potency. For bone broth, source matters enormously. Seek out bones from local farmers who raise grass-fed, pasture-raised animals without antibiotics or hormones. If making your own isn't practical, look for commercial bone broths that list bones as the first ingredient and have no additives or preservatives. The broth should gel when refrigerated, indicating high collagen content. Pomegranate juice quality varies dramatically between brands. Look for 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugars or other fruit juices. The color should be deep, ruby red, and the taste should be tart and Avoid pomegranate cocktails or pomegranate blends, which are often mostly apple or grape juice with minimal pomegranate content. Coffee quality is crucial for stem cell benefits. Look for single origin, organic coffee beans that have been recently roasted. The roast date should be within 2 to 4 weeks of purchase. Avoid flavored coffees or those with artificial additives. Grind your beans fresh daily if possible, as ground coffee loses its bioactive compounds rapidly when exposed to air. For cacao, rock cacao powder provides the highest levels of beneficial flavor. Look for organic fairtrade varieties that haven't been processed with alkali, which destroys many of the beneficial compounds. The powder should have a rich, complex flavor and should be stored in a cool, dark place. Beyond quality, preparation techniques can significantly impact the bioavailability of these stem cell supporting compounds. For green tea, the steeping time and temperature are critical. Use water that's been cooled to 160–180 degrees Fahrenheit and steep for exactly 3 to 5 minutes. Longer steeping extracts bitter tannins that can interfere with absorption. With bone broth, the slow, long cooking process is essential for extracting the beneficial compounds from the bones. If you're making your own, plan for at least 12 hours of simmering for beef bones or 8 hours for chicken bones. The addition of apple cider vinegar helps extract minerals, while vegetables added in the last few hours provide additional nutrients. The timing of consumption relative to meals is important for maximizing absorption. Most of these compounds are best absorbed on an empty stomach or between meals when they have to compete with other nutrients for absorption. This is particularly important for the polyphenols in tea and coffee, which can bind to proteins and minerals in food. Consider the seasonal aspects of this protocol as well. Your stem cell needs may vary throughout the year based on factors like sunlight, exposure, activity levels, and stress. During winter months, when vitamin D levels are lower and immune challenges are higher, you might emphasize the immune. During summer, when activity levels are higher, focus on the tissue repair and recovery benefits. Individual variation in response to these compounds is something to consider as well. Factors like genetics, gut microbiome, composition, current health status, and medication use can all influence how effectively your body processes and utilizes these bioactive compounds. Pay attention to how you feel and consider working with a healthcare provider who understands nutritional biochemistry if you have specific health concerns. The long-term vision for this stem cell support protocol extends far beyond just preventing disease or addressing current health concerns. We're talking about optimizing your body's regenerative capacity throughout your entire lifespan. The compounds in these beverages have the potential to help you maintain the tissue integrity, cognitive function, and physical vitality that we associate with youth, even as you chronologically age. Consider what this means for your future quality of life. Every day that you support your stem cells is potentially a day that you're maintaining your body's ability to repair and regenerate. This could translate to better mobility in your later years, sharper cognitive function, more resilient immune system, and greater overall vitality throughout your lifespan. The research on caloric restriction and longevity has shown that many of the beneficial effects come from activating the same cellular pathways that these bioactive compounds target. In essence, these beverages may provide some of the longevity benefits of caloric restriction without the need to dramatically reduce food intake. You're getting the cellular benefits through targeted molecular signaling rather than through deprivation. This approach also represents a shift from reactive to proactive healthcare. Instead of waiting for problems to develop and then trying to fix them, you're continuously supporting your body's natural repair mechanisms. It's like having a preventive maintenance program for your cellular infrastructure. The environmental implications of this approach are worth considering as well. These beverages rely on plant-based compounds that can be sustainably produced. Unlike many pharmaceutical interventions that require energy-intensive manufacturing processes, by supporting your health through natural compounds, you're also supporting sustainable agricultural practices. The social and cultural aspects of these beverages add another dimension to their health benefits. Tea ceremonies, coffee, culture, and the sharing of meals and drinks have been important social bonding activities throughout human history. By incorporating these stem cell supporting beverages into social contexts, you're not just supporting your individual health, you're potentially influencing the health of your family and community as well. Think about the ripple effects of this approach. As you experience improved health and vitality from supporting your stem cells, you become a living example of what's possible through natural approaches to health optimization. This can inspire others to take similar steps, creating a positive cycle of health, awareness, and improvement in your social network. The economic implications are significant as well. The cost of these 5 beverages, even when purchased in high-quality forms, is a fraction of what most people spend on healthcare annually. Yet the potential impact on long-term health costs could be enormous. By supporting your body's natural repair mechanisms, you're potentially preventing the need for expensive medical interventions later in life. The empowerment aspect of this approach cannot be overstated. Instead of feeling helpless about aging or dependent on medical interventions, you're taking active control of your cellular health through choices you make every day. This sense of agency over your health outcomes can have profound psychological benefits that extend far beyond the direct cellular effects of the compounds themselves. Consider the educational value of understanding how these compounds work in your body. By learning about EGCG, urolithin, chlorogenic acids, and you're developing a deeper understanding of how nutrition affects cellular function. This knowledge can help you make more informed decisions about all aspects of your diet and lifestyle. The precision of this approach is what makes it so powerful. Rather than taking a shotgun approach with dozens of supplements, you're retargeting specific cellular pathways with naturally occurring compounds that have been refined by millions of years of each beverage works through distinct but complementary mechanisms, creating a comprehensive stem cell support system. As research in this field continues to advance, we're likely to discover even more sophisticated ways that these compounds support cellular health. New techniques in molecular biology are revealing previously unknown pathways and interactions that may explain why traditional cultures that consumed these beverages regularly often had exceptional longevity and health spans. The integration of this protocol into modern life requires some planning and commitment, but the habits become easier over time. Start by incorporating 1 or 2 of these beverages into your daily routine, then gradually add the others as the habits become established. The goal is sustainable, long-term practice rather than perfect execution from day one. Remember that your stem cells are working for you every single day, whether you're consciously supporting them or not. They're constantly monitoring their environment, responding to the molecular signals you provide through your food and drink choices. By choosing beverages rich in bioactive compounds that support stem cell function, you're essentially having a daily conversation with your cellular repair systems, giving them the information and resources they need to keep you healthy and vibrant. The future of medicine is moving toward understanding and supporting the body's natural healing mechanisms rather than trying to override them with pharmaceutical interventions. These 5 beverages represent the cutting edge of this approach, using sophisticated molecular biology to understand how simple, natural compounds can have profound effects on our most fundamental cellular processes.